for so long. We've been waiting for this time to begin. We ain't getting any older. I kinda feel a little younger. Run away and embrace the day. The sun is out, won't go away. Feel the clouds on your shoulder. Touch the sky, feeling bolder. Going out, going out, going all the way. Going high.
So we are continuing loves, and let me mute that, and then let's go on to coloring. So these two pieces, the last two pieces, are going to be this dull shade of sky blue with gold. Don't worry, once it's complete, you will love it. I want to put some gold outline here, so you will love it. You will love it. So this is Fleeting Hearts piece number 4. I'm remaining alone in the living room, and I'm trying to rush because I've gotta go clean my room. I had some small accident in my room. Water pipe did a boom, and I didn't sleep the entire last night. So I want to go because I had to put some clothes on where the water was dripping from, so that it doesn't make my carpet wet. So yeah, so I want to finish this quickly, this one piece, and then the other piece I'll do it on the Saturday evening. I have some other work that I want to go do upstairs. I have some masks that I have to make. Of course, not fabric masks, those are gypsum masks, textured art, and I'm gonna show you how they turn out. So I've gotta go do their thing. Those ones are very simple. I'm just priming with the gesso on the cardboard, on the plywood, sorry, not cardboard, on the plywood, and then I did already the first coat, so I'm gonna do the second coat. So you're probably gonna join into that video separately when I've done the priming and I'm just now starting to paint. Those ones will take me a very short time. I'll be done over the weekend with them, and then I can deliver to the clients with the extra color scheme, with the not extra color scheme, with the color scheme that they chose, because green is a factor in there due to For the Love of Country. And yeah, so I'll be making some crazy videos with Gemini AI. I don't know, the new Lumina or something. Yeah, I'm gonna upload those and then you tell me what you think. Literally, the whole thing hallucinated the entire time. Like, I'm like, I did 3 tries for one video. Tell them, keep my face as is. I've literally fed you something, keep my face as is, don't change, don't add me, don't and you know what's the funny thing, because I do this a lot with this line here at some point, because when it's reading, so it tried to mimic me, so it does the thing and it comes, and I was like, boy, oh boy, oh boy, that line is becoming very, very, very pronounced. I need to do something about it. So I'm thinking Kion Cosmetics should get back into the face numbing cream that just keeps me this way, because if I do that, that keeps me from, because I love raising my eyebrows a lot, so that I think that will keep me from doing just, if I numb this here like with ice, so I'm going to be doing ice baths, and yeah, hopefully that will disappear. So anyway, they did the videos of me reading my book. I did the videos of me reading my book, mock-ups, the 2 books, Standing on the Promises of God, and because, well, sometimes you find yourself, you're late at night and you're trying to do these videos, so you can't just wake up and dress without going anywhere. So I just take a picture of moi and then I tell it, do this, and it does that, and it tries to make me look like somebody else. But yeah, well, sometimes fun is fun. So I'm gonna be sharing those on my the short. I'm going to be sharing those on my shorts. And yo, let's play around. After all, it's a tool that we can just use to have fun, nothing much. It's not that one, it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. So right now I am doing the signature style for the skin on the arms for moi. Like I said in the first part of this video, if you want to know why I do my skin like that, you gotta stick around some more. So now this, I want to make it cream here, so that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. And then I will work on the wings. And yeah, I did some mock-ups to try and see the colors, how they turn out. So I will have to do another, I think I have other pieces that will follow with the color, but I'm going to keep this as a good color palette excuse. So I want to, oh yeah, so I want to color this as the gold, and then we go right in here just under the pink. We go and give it that gold oomph with a deeply dark black outline. I don't know why I'm listening to Muslim stuff. Let me get that out. And let me listen to my usual politics. So I've finished with that. What I'm gonna do now is take this and then do, yeah, I hope you can see me. I have to move this nicely. Yeah. So as usual, dab it in. Ooh, let me play my politics, because apparently our government wants to kill us by allowing Ebola patients from other countries into our country as quarantine, because the crazy orange man in that country somewhere there that people have refused to do something about it has decided to choose our country as if he owns the fucking earth. He's about to know Kenyans ain't the type of shit of people that you, sorry, no cursing. He's about to know that Kenyans are not the type of people you play with, because yeah, we go this way when you want to go that way. Our land, our responsibility, and our decision, not anybody else's. So let me sharpen that. So I kind of get the feeling that for the last couple of months they have been trying so hard to bring on sense of fear of another, you know, big bad kahuna that we had 4 years ago. And they've tried with the H name, and then they tried with the E name, and then they've tried with the M name. You kind of get the gist. I'll put them down here, or you can just randomly understand what this I'm saying. They've really tried. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. So I guess the uptake of that jibby jabber of theirs wasn't really as enthusiastic as they would have wanted, and they really want to control you, because if they control you, they feel better in their hearts about themselves. Shitty old men. And actually, I tend to believe that being that wealthy should come with a responsibility whereby you must be able to do good for others, not for your own selfish interests. It's like, I wish we could have a council like I'm not gonna say Krypton, because the council in Krypton effed that planet up. I wish we could have some sort of a council that calls these people, and they'll be like, you are required to do this, undergo, as you've attained this wealth, you must undergo training to manage your wealth, so that it doesn't bloat your ego and you think that other humans are lesser species and you are the better species. Sometimes maybe you tend to think that you're not even human, you're a god, and these lesser humans should bow to you. I think there should be a council set in that for every person who becomes a billionaire, because you can't dictate whether people can or cannot become billionaires. That's a God-given thing, or that's a free humanity thing. But I think what you can do is this: you can literally make sure that these people, once you attain that sort of level of wealth, millionaires, billionaires, and now somebody like Elon Musk running towards trillionaire status, I think you would have to go through mandatory wealth training, where you are taught that yes, you are here, but this is what is expected of you. You cannot do this with your wealth. You cannot do this. You cannot influence politics. You cannot do this, blah blah blah. The nitty gritty. You have to give a certain percentage, or you can just leave that to. You have to help society in whatever way you choose. You cannot interfere or do what? You cannot cause natural disasters in companies that you invest. All that shit. And you know who I'm targeting, because that thing that knows what's better for Africa really pisses me off. So yeah, anyway, wealth training council, rich men. Maybe I should write a book about that. The council. And that council, they don't have a right to choose whoever it is that they choose. It's random selections. A ballot box is brought and people just fill in the name of whoever they think, and whoever gets the most selections from the common citizenry, they sit on that council. And before those council members sit on that council, they're also required to sign an agreement whereby if at any point they are infiltrated or influenced by these wealthy men to do or make decisions that favor them, they forfeit their seat, they forfeit the salary that they've gained before, and they have to pay a hefty fine for that corruption. And guess what? They have to serve a term of isolation, or call it somatic reconditioning, as people in Krypton would have called it. They would have to undergo somatic reconditioning of 5 years, where they have to go learn. They have to be stripped of everything that they have, or they have to be taken somewhere where they can't use what they have, but they're in confinement, where they are like, yes, you have all this money, but you cannot use it. You have to learn to be like the other regular people. And yeah, I think that would be really good. I've got to sharpen this again. My cream is almost over. It's barely making it. It's crying for dear life. So it's only going to do this and the shirt. But I think that is it. Its lifespan will have ended until when I vamoose back to my husband's place in Nunjing, where I've stayed too long in Nairobi. Well, I have problems with bureaucracy. You import things that you expect to go to market, and then those serpents and vampires that we have in those seats there. Decide, I want to suck your blood, I want to suck your money. No, 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 no. They want to suck people's money because they want the handout here. I want the blood here. I want this blood here. So just blood sucking vampires that have no restraint, that are not faithful to one source of income or blood. They want to suck every blood. Philandering bastards. Sorry, I cussed again. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. May the Lord help me. So, I think the light is becoming too bright for me. The next video, I'm going to put on my glasses. That way I look very intellectual to you when I'm speaking and not like a cartoon, like right now. So, yeah. I believe I should stop here now and then come record when I am doing the wings. That way I'm able to run because I have a short time. So continue watching and I hope you continue to enjoy. And as usual, please like, share and subscribe. We are after all trying to grow. We are not here to gain. We're not here to give just content for free. Your like is required or expected. All of you are welcome. All of you are expected to like. If you know what movie I am referencing, you are intelligent. You can jump from a broom into a helicopter very fast if you know what I'm referencing. So yeah, let me try finish this, and then probably for the next video I'm gonna try put on the mic, but I don't know why I've been putting on my mic, but in the background I can hear, when I play it I can still hear the voices. I thought it was gonna mute and muffle the voices so that you don't have to hear everything that goes on in the background. So I will have to check on that tomorrow. But yeah, let me do the shebang, then you see it after it's partially done. And I'm trying to do the wingsy, the wingsy. So I am done. I'm trying to do the little blue here and there so that I can layer on the gold. Go. Your family seal. You have been reported by the head honcho to have been a very unscrupulous man when you were up topside. If you know what I'm talking about, you're very intelligent. If you know what cartoon I'm referencing. So yeah, let me do.
Now to answer the question I posed,
Probably my family is
on the
wondering,
presidents of Kenya.
is she
But
normal?
before I give you that answer,
And
I want to
probably my
acknowledge our
younger brother is
sponsors
like,
for today's
she's
show,
definitely not normal.
which is 2 plots,
I usually
40 by
think she
80,
is, but yeah,
behind
she
Signature Mall, along Mombasa Road,
seemingly
just after Blue Road.
is not
These
seemingly.
are 2 beautiful corner plots that are for sale. In fact, you're viewing them on your screens right now. These are what we call in Kenya hotcakes. And I believe we all know that hotcakes go very fast. So please get in touch with the owner. You can see the number on your screens right now. 0736 664167. You can of course also use WhatsApp. It goes without saying that this is a very prime location. And the lucky buyer has many options in putting this land into commercial use. There's so many different options. It's so close to Nairobi. Mlolongo and Signature, for those who know Nairobi well, is just here very close when you're in the CBD. And so to avoid disappointment, I suggest that you get in touch immediately. Right. Out of the 5 presidents we have had in Kenya so far, there have only been 2 who have not been superstitious. President Emilio Stanley Mwai Kibaki
And Uhuru
and
Muigai
President
Kenyatta.
Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Only those 2. If you got the answer right, congratulations. You know a lot about your country.
Yes,
I
you
believe
gotta
Jomo
know a lot
Kenyatta
about
was
your
number 1
country.
on that list of superstitious presidents. And we have said this
Don't worry,
before this time.
because that's not for here. We're
Jomo
gonna
never
cut it
spent
out.
a single night
We're
sleeping
gonna
at
cut it
sea
out. So
Never ever. He always used to make the long trip,
to get
50
turned up.
kilometers or so, to his Ichaweri home. And the story is told that one day, after he was convinced to spend the night at State House, a function ended very late. He woke up in the middle of the night and demanded that his security detail take him immediately, at that ungodly hour, to his Ichaweri home. According to that story, Jomo said State House was haunted with Mzungu ghosts. Of course, there was also something
Madimoni
else
yawa
which he
beberu,
discovered
or is it
before.
magosti yawa
Those
beberu?
frogs at State House, you hear them
Frogs.
the noise they made was very unsettling to the president. Now, isn't that super fascinating?
Yep.
You're the president of the Republic of Kenya, and you're scared. Eh? You're having nightmares at night, and you are the president. What? And you have a man, a real man, very uncompromising, called Bernard Jino, heading your security. Somebody who cannot be compromised or pembelezwa to take a shortcut or bend the rules. But you're still scared. Eh? Now, a quick reminder, we're still on our campaign to help ourselves by reducing the price of eating.
Okay, now that we are done with that, let's get into the most interesting part.
Something happened deep inside State House, which we've been talking a lot about. It's tunnel. And that thing which happened confirmed that in Kenya, we're all in danger of serious instability. You can see details on the screens right now on how to get it. But I also want to focus on encouraging us to sponsor this price reduction. For only Kenya shillings
Ooh,
299,
and each, and
you'll be
each,
able to
and
immediately
each,
get one
and
Ask
each, where
Me
thou
Anything
dost come
Podcast
from.
edition.
Another
And then
one,
I'll send
another
you
one,
a
another
disc
one.
where you can choose the second one.
I think it's
You'll
because the
have
hair
two
is
for
down.
only Kenya shillings 299.
Me thinks it's because your
And so
hair
you'll
is
be able to see
down.
what the fuss about the weekly Kenya briefings is all about.
So what I used to
Highly
keep my hair
sensitive information.
this
And at the same time,
dancy
you'll be
dancy
able to
is
assist
my Kion
so that
Cosmetics
when I announce a new price, it could even be
styling
lower
cream
than the
with
previous.
flaxseed
Because
gel.
we want as many people as possible
It does
to
its
have
wonders. It
sensitive
keeps my
information.
hair
You can
moist
see details on the screen right
and
now on how to do
very
this.
healthy, not
I would
weight
encourage
too weight down.
a lot of us,
So I
regulars
usually
and faithfuls of this channel,
sprinkle
to get their
under
hands
it my
on at least those two
contorsion
editions of weekly
of
Kenya's briefings. Then
some
you can
beautiful
decide what you
onions
Until next time,
that are
this is Chris
fragrantly
Karaoke.
flavored. Yeah, now that that is done, I can move on to something else. Because let's listen to When the Lights Go Out.
Problem like this.
Nations are at war and threatening to destroy each other's power grids.
There is no precedent in history to guide us as to what will happen.
A former U.S. congressman saw this coming decades ago, but nobody listened. So he went deep into the mountains and built a cabin that runs on nothing but wood, water, and gravity.
What will happen in our cities when the lights go out and stay out? Well, you better have a plan B. Because
Have
when
you
the
ever
lights
thought
go out
about
in
what
just a
happens
few
if
hours, you see how thin the veneer of
Orange Man
civilization is.
goes crazy and
I think
decides
the
to
most
bomb
prudent thing to plan
for the
is to
power
give
facilities of
Today you're going to see what kept
countries
him up
that
at night, and you'll get a
oppose
tour
him?
of that Plan B
He
cabin
would be
he
in
was talking
darkness
about.
now.
Built years ago for
Do you know
only
how to
$1,000.
survive without
His name is Roscoe Bartlett,
electricity?
one of the most senior members
Or
of
do
the
you know how to
powerful
generate
Armed
your
Services
own?
Committee. He had access to classified briefings and war game simulations that most Americans will never see.
Some of
What he took
some
away
of us
from
will
all of
not
that
be
was a
able to,
warning.
but
You know, I'm
some
not
of
sure
us
what
are
I
in
would
really
do
good
if my
standing.
wife
We'll
and my
be able
kids were
to.
hungry. I think that I'm a
So which
reasonably
part are you? Some of
mature,
us will not really be
rational,
able to, or
civilized
some of us are
human
in
being.
really good
But under the
standing
kind of pressures
and
that
will
we're
be
under
able to.
in a circumstance like that, what would you do? If you just think today about the world we live in and all of the creature comforts we have, you will recognize that essentially none of them would be there without
So
electricity.
it is always
It
good
is
to
the
learn
power
new
source
things,
for
teach
almost
yourself new skills, how to
everything out
can
there. You
food,
can't communicate,
how to
the
grow your
electrons don't
own
flow in
food,
your car, the gas won't
how to
explode,
generate your own
filters, and you won't go down the
electricity,
road. So if you
how
cut off
water
the flow of
runs
electrons
uphill,
in our world
and how
today,
you can
it's
get
just
it
a
uphill,
whole
sorry, down
different
and
world. The
downhill
grid upon which we depend
from a
for
certain
almost
point in
everything
case you
is
are
very vulnerable. It is just at the
deep
tipping
in the
point, is the way
forest or
that the
deep in the
experts will
mountains.
characterize it. Our demand
In
has grown,
Adventism, we are always
the grid has grown
taught to
just
prepare,
barely
was
enough to keep up with demand.
taught,
And
not
it is
thought.
really
We're always
almost a Rube
taught,
Goldberg
yeah,
kind of thing. The least little perturbation
taught to
can bring
prepare
parts of the grid tumbling down, as happened
for
in
that
Florida not very
inevitable
long ago.
time when the
Northeast
son of
blacked out
perdition
several years ago. A tree limb fell on a
shall
wire
be
out in Ohio and
revealed,
caused a great blackout. Any little
or has
thing
been
can
revealed,
bring
and will
down
try
large
to
parts of the
obtain
grid. It
worship
is very vulnerable to terrorists. I
for
am told that
himself
there are a
and his
dozen
master, the
substations
beast.
in the country. There is
I'm
so
gonna wipe this
critical
out a
to
little
the
bit
function of the
because it
grid
gets a little
that if
yeah.
terrorists took out those dozen substations, the grid would come
So
down.
yeah, it's good to
Sometimes
learn
it's very
skills. Don't
difficult
just
to
sit
do
there
what
and
they
say,
call a
the
black
lights will
start.
never
That is
go
to
off.
start
We who
without
live in
electricity.
Africa, we know
Many of the things that produce electricity need
how
electricity
that
to start them
works.
spinning. If you don't have electricity, how do you do that? Many of our big power producing
So
turbines and so forth cannot do a black start. They've got to
gotta
have
do
electricity
that.
somewhere else to
You
charge
gotta
them to get
do
them spinning
that.
so that they can then start making electricity. We could have events in the future where the power grid will go down and it's not in any reasonable time coming
So
back on. For instance, if when the power grid went
now that we are
down,
done
some
there,
of our large transformers were destroyed, damaged beyond use. We don't make any of those in this country. They're made overseas. You order one, and 18 months, 2 years later, they will deliver it. What will happen in our cities when the lights go out and stay out? Sometimes in an emergency, people pull together, gee, what can we do for the common good? Boy, you better have a plan B, because when the lights go out for just a few hours, you see how thin the veneer of civilization is. And I think the most prudent
indeed,
thing
the
to plan for is that you
thin
wouldn't want
veneer
to
of
be in the
civilization
middle of a problem.
crumbles
Now, this
the
guy also
moment some
spent years
pressure
warning Congress about a threat that could bring down the
comes
entire grid
on it.
instantly. He even sponsored
And we are
legislation
seeing
to
that
study
happen right
There is a
before our
phenomenon
eyes, so it's good
very
to
well known
prepare.
to people who plan wars and
It is
build
good
weapons
to
that the average citizen may
prepare.
not know about, and that
Then
is
be
called
prepared.
EMP, electromagnetic pulse. It's produced various ways, but the most widespread pulse would be produced by a nuclear weapon detonated above the atmosphere. Our country has only one experience with that. This was in 1962, I believe it was, over Johnston Island, and we had an extra atmospheric burst. The weapon was detonated above the atmosphere, and this produced a surprising consequence. There was a huge flow of what today are called Compton electrons, and it was like a huge solar flare, orders of magnitude stronger than a solar flare, like really strong static electricity everywhere all at once. Another way of thinking about it is like a lightning strike everywhere. The Russian generals tell us that the Soviets had developed an EMP weapon that produced 200 kilovolts per meter at the center. A weapon detonated 300
So in
miles
case
high
any of these
above the United
madmen
States
decide
would
to
reach
go
a line of sight to the
kaboom, to
margins
make
of
the
our
world go
country,
kaboom,
Florida and northwest Washington.
or make the
And this would
lights go
produce at the margins
kaboom,
about 100 kilovolts per
you better
meter.
know how
If
to
that's
live
true, that is considerably
without
more, I
them
think, than
lights.
anything that we
You better
designed and tested
have enough
to
stocked up.
during the
So
Cold War.
I'm
By
gonna
the
stop
way,
here. So
almost
this
any
is so
country
far.
that has nuclear
I'm
weapons
gonna add a
in
little
any
bit of
war game, an EMP
mustard,
laydown is an early
this
occurrence
too.
in
I'm
that
gonna
war
add a
game.
little bit of
And when the
those,
referee is there
and then
monitoring
we
the war
vavavo
game, they just take
mix
their hand
and call it a
quite
day.
close to the assets off the table. If they didn't stock the shelves
So
just
let
as
us
they're ready to be
continue.
handed off without a panic, all those shelves would be empty in about 3 days, because the trucks need to keep running, keep those shelves full. What if the trucks didn't run? If you are stocking up on food, you are a patriot because you're increasing demand, and that helps the economy. If you wait
So we're
until the
still
hurricane
on
is
the
at the door and you
preparedness
go out and do the same thing, then you're a
aspect.
hoarder, right? If you buy it a long time before the emergency, you're a patriot and doing the right thing. If you buy it just before the
And it is
emergency,
good
now
to
you're a selfish hoarder. Huge different psychology.
listen and
doing
learn. For
exactly
we
the same
Adventists
thing.
were always
Just like the
told,
coach, someone that
run
not
to
very many people
the
know. That's Howard
mountains.
Brock, who made some predictions
I
a number
just
of
learned
years
a
ago
very
about the
important
market, and he was
reason why.
remarkably prophetic. People would come to him
That's
for
for me to
advice
know,
as to what to do with
for
their money.
you to
So when they came
find
for advice, he
out.
would ask them, "You have a year's supply of food for
So
your
I just
family?"
did the
And almost nobody has. They say, "No, we
thingy,
don't." What do
you
you
can
think?
see.
That's the most important investment you can make. So
Yeah.
you go and buy a year's supply of food for your family, and then come back and we'll talk about what to do with the rest of your money. because that's the most important investment you can make. Of course, implicit in moving out of the cities to rural places is then becoming self-sufficient, not just storing food, which you need to do for some of the bulk foods. You also need to grow food. The longer you store food, the less nutrient value it has because it loses its vitamins. The minerals are going to stay there, the protein's going to stay there, but the vitamins are going to be gone. And the most nutritious food
And we're
is
gonna
the
go
food
in
that's
with
been
this
grown on the best soils with the least
and just
chemicals.
block,
When you've eaten it,
block,
as soon as that is
block
harvested, not only you're going to have
for
more
that
security,
ombre
you're going to live more
effect.
healthily if you're growing your own food. There's nothing that brings you closer to nature and closer to nature's God than working in a garden, making yourself as independent as you can from the future. So right thing to do for your family. It's the right thing to do for the community you live in.
Yeah, when you learn to be independent, grow your own food, manage your own electricity, solar, wind, hydro. If you are in a place where you can generate that, go ahead and do it. It'll come in handy, because where the world is going, we're gonna need it.
For somebody rather than dependent on somebody when a crisis like this comes. And it's a huge challenge. There's no exhilaration.
So with this one, this time there is no black, so we are working with, we're gonna be working with just the black marker
That if the world fell apart, it really
on
wouldn't
the
matter to
outline,
me and my
nothing
family.
else.
That's really an interesting challenge. So I'm concerned. I would like everybody to do this. I would like everybody to have a year's supply of food. I'd like everybody to have some plan so that they can make do if any one of these emergencies occurs.
Seeing a little bit of a mistake here.
You have skills, your neighbor has other
Gonna
skills.
say,
Several families going together will be much more viable. You may think it'd be nice to be out there just all alone, but company is really nice. And so a small group of people with a variety of skills will be much more stable, much more likely to weather the storm than a single family. But do what you can. And once you have done what you can, then you can pray to God in the prayer of faith. You can then expect that God will make up the difference.
In other words,
amen.
keep it simple and be prepared to help others rather than being completely dependent on the system. That's really the whole thing here. A man who sat in classified briefings and war game simulations, who spent 20 years on the Armed Services Committee, his personal answer years ago was a 16 by 20 cabin built on wood, water, gravity, common
Okay,
sense. No
done with
electronics
the
to
pink.
fry, no grid to go down, no
Going
utility
to
company that can shut you off. He built it for
color block
$1,000,
it.
which even with today's inflation would still be a low amount.
What am I
And
doing?
right now, with the world looking the way it does, I don't think there's ever been a better time to take a page from Dr. Bartlett's book.
Yeah.
And if you want to go deeper on everything that you just saw, the stove, the water station, the wood cellar, the layout, all of it, this off-grid cabin guide walks you through
Let me do
each
it like
one of these
influencers do.
systems, plus how to adapt them for your own property and
You know.
budget. And it comes with the full video tour of the Bartlett cabin.
I need to
So you
stop
can
being
see
stupid
every
most
detail that
times,
we couldn't fit
but
into this
if I
one.
don't
So
do
just
that,
visit
who will do it for you?
readyback.com/cabin guide or click on the link below.
Like Congressman Bartlett said, all that God requires of you is to do what you can do. The time to start is while the lights are still on. So if you'd like to learn how you can set up a little retreat like this,
I want to
just
finish,
visit
go do my face.
thereadylife.com/cabin guide. And hey, if you like this video, here's another one that will
Go
be right up
clean
your
your
alley.
face so that I can come out and do. Hey there, darling. Do you like how I look tonight? The stuff that I should be doing for Mr. Yeah, I am showing my nitty side. So let me hear that about the Ebola thing.
Today, I woke up to news of some agreement of quarantining Ebola victims. Madam Speaker, from other countries that are in Kenya, Madam Speaker. And I was wondering, such significant agreements, and knowing very well, we are discussing just had a crisis with our police officers going all the way to Haiti. We had to foot the bill, Honorable Speaker, in a very unfair way. And as we enhance our engagement with Canada, one of the things that I like about Canada is the fact that, yes, they are a superpower, but Honorable Speaker, you will not find them pushing such and bullying, Honorable Speaker, such issues to a country, a developing country like ours, Honorable Speaker. And it's good, Honorable Speaker, to say that I wonder what would inform even the Ministry of Health or even the President on on trying to visit Honorable Speaker, Kenya in such a big and a significant way.
I had to listen to that because it's very important.
Mr. Humphrey, Honorable Speaker, I believe he's a man that not only he has done good things for caring, but he should live with his book well filled on things that he's supposed to achieve as he moved to Canada, Honorable Speaker, to enhance our relationships. Honorable Speaker, I suppose. Over. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you for the comment from
I want to hear the monkeys we've elected if they are going to sign off on that Ebola thing that the rotund man is trying to force us into. The rotund orange man.
Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the members and also the members of the committee. We did this during the recess. When the rest of the members were having the recess, we were sitting having this process. Thank the staff of my committee. Thank the honorable for a useful contribution. And I hope that Honorable Watanga might be approved and be considered for this. Honorable Speaker, I beg to members now proceed with the question that's taken into account. The taking consideration the findings of the Committee on Defense recommendations its report for approval hearing of a nominee appointment as High Commissioner in town as the date of the present House Tuesday, 6 May 6. As pursuant to the provisions of Article 132 of the Constitution, Section 22 of the Foreign Service Act of 1985, and Section 3, 8 of the Public Appointments Mandatory Approval Act of 2007 approves the appointment of Mr. Humphrey Watanga, yes, as the High Commissioner in town. Many of us will say aye.
No.
As many of Congress will say nay.
Nay.
Ayes. Next one. Leader. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Public Finance Management Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 17 of 2025, be now read a second time. Honorable Speaker, this is a very short bill. It's actually a bill repealing the Public Finance Management Act, sections 191A, 191B, 191C, 191D, 191E. And this section currently mandates the National Treasury repealing. No, section. Order. Proceed procedurally. Honorable Speaker, allow cooperation and partnership agreements with individualized ministries, and therefore it becomes a duplication. And this has created a lot of bureaucracy that has slowed down the implementation of projects at the county government level. And that is why you find every time we pass the additional county allocation bill, at the end of the financial year, counties are complaining that they've not been able to expend the money that we are given.
And we are almost done.
Additional allocations
Ooh,
act
each.
after we pass the bill. Because they are forced.
So the only thing that is remaining is to do the black
New agreements in the National Treasury. Those agreements have to go through the entire process of public consultation. Again,
outline.
they had done that before. Go through
Then we are good to go.
the approvals, and that bureaucracy then has hindered the effective and efficient implementation of projects at the county government level. So this bill seeks not only to support coalition, but also to ensure that there is proper utilization of the resources that we give to
Block
our
that
county.
in, block it, block it, block it.
Conditional allocations to our county. Therefore, Mr. Speaker,
Nice.
it's a very short bill.
Very
And
nice.
all the stakeholders, both the Committee of Finance,
Very
Extensive
nice.
public participation, engaging the number of
I need
stakeholders.
to go get my flask for hot water because yo, if I don't flask my hot water,
We'll notice that
I'm in trouble. So I'm finishing this. Have a cup of tea.
stakeholders, whether it's the Council of Governors,
Tomorrow I gotta deliver something
the national
for a safari brand that
members of
contracted moi.
strong support of this amendment
Okay,
bill because it is enhancing the
of course.
which we are
We
able to implement
gotta,
level. And the
yeah, we gotta add a little bit.
are implemented at the county level, the greater services and goods get to the people, whether it's condition allocations that touch on healthcare, whether it is condition allocations that touch on water. These are issues that are very sensitive to the people who are being served at the county level of government. Therefore, all the stakeholders were in support of this amendment. I do not see in the report any concerns by members of the public or any of the other stakeholders as to the reading of these particular sections. And if you look at clauses 4, 5, and 6, that is repealing section 191C, D, and E, it bases dissolving the secondary procedure requirements for gazettement, savings, submission, and specific control of budget funding, decisions linked to this agreement. Because again, just like I said, the bureaucratic and repetitive work that you have to do at the county assembly level, you also require to have the same agreement go through procedural gazettement and go through Senate submissions again, and the whole process is repeated again. Therefore, it becomes too cumbersome in terms of implementation of this conditional allocations to our county governments. Honorable Speaker, let me finish by assuring the House and indeed the country that these changes to the PFM Act will not in any way interfere or undermine the oversight role or the oversight mechanisms or the
Okay.
any of the constitutional safeguards that have put in place. None of either the oversight role of the county assembly or the oversight role of the Senate or the House or even the constitutional safeguards.
So, gonna take this good silver.
Control of budgets, that safeguard will still be there because all
Editing
the
there.
annual county government additional allocations will still continue to be regulated, and the control of budget retain full oversight over all these funds. Therefore, no amount of money, whether it is directly from the Division of Revenue Act,
And here we are,
money that has come under the
complete. Let me do it like an influencer. What do you think, guys? Do you like it? To order, use my code below, and it is VILBA602, and let's enjoy this product together. What do you think, guys? What do you think? So, I am done with piece number 4 of the Fleeting Heart series. So there is a piece somewhere here. I don't know. I jumped to piece number 3. So I'm gonna go back to piece number 3. We're gonna work on it tomorrow at the weekend, or when the Lord gives us strength to do it. But I'm gonna do the body, 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 body. Pink with shades of, sorry, pink with shades of gold and dark blue with the gold that looks like glitter. So that was not the piece. This is the piece. So they're going to be diptych pieces. They got two together. I always do diptych pieces. So yeah, that is it for me. Let me take this off and show you.
We may say this was a bottleneck, as a result of which there was a trickle-down effect. It was trickling down slowly by slowly because it was actually highly squeezed. We are removing it today. May we get reciprocal flow of funds into the counties, and we start seeing the services that are supposed to be delivered by counties being delivered on time, and also exactly to what these funds are meant for, because
So here it is. Let me stand. Here is the complete piece.
thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to second this bill, and by so doing,
So
I
yeah,
fully associate myself
that
with
is it
the
from
speech
me.
of the Leader of
Vilba would like to
Majority
say, as always,
as
please like,
regards
share,
what
and
we are doing
subscribe.
today.
And let's grow this channel. Thank you
To amend by
to
repealing,
the
not to restore,
29 of
to
you,
amend by repealing the
29-ish of you,
sections
yes, who
of
have
the
joined
PFM
us.
Act,
I am so
which
grateful
to
that
some
the Lord
extent
continues to
are
bring many
actually a
like-minded souls
bottleneck
together and
to
people with
conditional
interest in
funds
art and
going
other
to
things.
county governments.
And yeah, I hope my channel
The national government
serves
has always supported the
to
county
satiate
government,
your bag
supporting this
for
through various laws,
how things can
which
be
laws
done. And
are
as
meant to
always,
safeguard funds
may the
that are
Lord
going to
bless
county
you.
governments,
May the Lord
the
keep you.
advertised wealth
May
of
the
the
Lord
benefit
make his face to shine upon you. And may the Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. Vilba out. Catch you later. Bye bye.